The first day of Ramadan is here. But wait, before you fast, before you make your first dua, before you post Ramadan Mubarak, there are 5 serious mistakes that many people make on the very first day of Ramadan. And most don't even realize they've already lost the spirit of the month before sunset. Every year, across the world, from crowded cities to quiet villages, people begin Ramadan with excitement, but also with distraction, pressure, and habits that slowly empty the soul of this sacred time. Imagine reaching the end of Ramadan and realizing you never truly entered it. Ramadan doesn't start in your stomach. It starts in your heart. And what you do or don't do on day 1 can shape the entire month. Stay with me. These 5 points could change how you experience Ramadan forever. Pause. Before you scroll, stop everything and listen with intention. Comment, yes, if you're observing Ramadan this year, and tell us where in the world you're watching from. Your comment connects you to millions beginning this journey together. Before we begin, please like the video, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss anything. Share this video with your loved ones, because this knowledge can literally change your life. Ramadan is not just the month where food is withheld, it is the month where hearts are revealed. Across the earth right now, millions of people are preparing for Ramadan in very different circumstances. In refugee camps, families plan suhoor with limited supplies. In major cities, Muslims rush between work schedules and notifications. In newly converted homes, people experience their first ever feast unsure but hopeful. Yet Ramadan comes to all with the same invitation. Return to Allah with sincerity. Allah tells us in the Qur'an that fasting was prescribed not to make life harder, but to awaken consciousness. O you who believe, fasting has been prescribed for you as it was prescribed for those before you, so that you may attain taqwa. 2:183. The first day of Ramadan is not a formality. It is a doorway. How you enter matters. Many people enter distracted. Some enter with excitement but no direction. Others enter with guilt, fear, or unrealistic pressure. And that is why mistakes on day 1 are so dangerous, because they quietly shape the rest of the month. Ramadan is not about being perfect. It is about being present. Do not rush into Ramadan. Arrive with awareness. What does Ramadan represent for you this year? Healing, discipline, forgiveness, or renewal? Comment one word that describes your intention. Mistake number 1. Beginning Ramadan without a clear intention. The first and most common mistake people make on the first day of Ramadan is starting the fast without intention. They wake up, they eat suhoor, they stop eating and drinking. But their heart never officially arrived. Across the world today, this is happening quietly. In offices, people fast out of routine. On social media, some fast for appearance. Others fast because that's what everyone does. Yet fasting without intention is like traveling without a destination. A young man in London shared recently that by noon on the first day of Ramadan, he felt angry, exhausted, and spiritually empty. Later he admitted, "I never asked myself why I was fasting. I just followed the schedule." Allah reminds us in the Qur'an that worship without consciousness loses its light. Fasting was not prescribed to test hunger, but to awaken taqwa, awareness of Allah. When intention is missing, the body fasts, but the soul remains distracted. The first dawn of Ramadan is not about food. It is about direction. Even the smallest intention, whispered sincerely before Fajr, can transform the entire month. Define your why before sunrise. or your fast will carry no depth. What is your true intention for Ramadan this year? Comment it below, even if it's simple. Sometimes, saying it out loud is the first act of sincerity. Mistake number 2, turning Ramadan into a competition. The second mistake many people make on the first day of Ramadan is turning worship into a competition. Who fasted longer? Who prayed more? Who finished more pages of Qur'an? Who looks more religious online? In today's world, this mistake spreads faster than ever. Across social platforms, people post fasting trackers, prayer streaks, and perfectly edited Ramadan routines. What begins as motivation quietly becomes comparison, and comparison steals sincerity. A student in Malaysia shared that on the first day of Ramadan, she felt discouraged before Maghrib because she believed everyone else was doing Ramadan better than her. Instead of gratitude, she felt pressure. Instead of peace, she felt failure. Allah never asked us to compete in appearance. He asked us to compete in sincerity. In the Qur'an, Allah praises those who worship quietly, patiently, and for His pleasure alone, not for recognition. Ramadan is not a scoreboard. It is a private conversation between you and Allah. When worship becomes performance, the heart grows tired. When worship becomes sincere, the heart grows light. Let others run their race. Yours was written uniquely for you. Protect your sincerity, not your image. Do you feel motivated or pressured by seeing others' Ramadan routines online? Comment motivated or pressured. Your honesty may help someone else feel less alone. Mistake number 3, forgetting charity and empathy. The third mistake on the first day of Ramadan is fasting without thinking of others. Fasting is not just about refraining from food and drink. It is about cultivating compassion, generosity, and empathy. Yet many begin the day focused only on themselves, their hunger, their schedule, their routine. Right now, in Gaza, families share one meal among several relatives. And yet, they find ways to give to neighbors even poorer than themselves. In India, a young student skips his breakfast to prepare breakfast packs for street children before school. These acts, small as they may seem, embody the true spirit of Ramadan. The Qur'an reminds us, and whoever saves one life, it is as if he saved all of humanity. 5:32. Your fast is incomplete if your heart closes to others. On day 1, take a moment to reflect. Who can you support? What small act of kindness can you offer? Even a smile, a helping hand, or sharing your meal transforms your fast from ritual into blessing. When empathy is present, hunger becomes patience, thirst becomes gratitude, and fasting becomes a bridge to humanity. Fasting without giving is half fasting. Open your heart first. What small act of kindness will you do today for someone else? Comment it below. Your action may inspire others to follow. Mistake number 4, neglecting reflection and Qur'an. Recitation. The fourth mistake on the first day of Ramadan is fasting physically, but starving spiritually. Many people focus only on abstaining from food and drink, missing the deeper purpose: reflection, prayer, and connecting with the Qur'an. Right now, across the globe, Muslims are experiencing this differently. In Saudi Arabia, Qur'an reading app downloads surge every Ramadan, showing the hunger for spiritual nourishment. In Cairo, families gather after iftar, not just to eat, but to discuss Quranic verses together. Meanwhile, countless others scroll on their phones, filling the sacred time with distractions. Allah says in the Qur'an, "So remind, for indeed, the reminder benefits the believers." 51-55. Reflection and recitation transform fasting from a routine into a conversation with Allah. Day 1 is the perfect time to set this rhythm. Even 10 sincere minutes of Qur'an after Fajr can set the tone for the entire month. Don't let your fast be empty. Let your soul speak louder than your stomach. Feed your soul before your body. Let reflection and Qur'an guide your fast. Which chapter or verse of the Qur'an will you focus on this Ramadan? Comment below. Sharing can inspire others to start their journey too. Mistake number 5. Losing hope when you struggle. The 5th mistake on the first day of Ramadan is losing hope when fasting feels difficult. It's natural to feel hungry, tired, or even frustrated on day 1. Yet many people interpret these struggles as failure. Across the world this Ramadan, a woman in Morocco cried during her first fast, overwhelmed by hunger and fatigue, but by sunset she felt a surge of gratitude and patience. In Jakarta, a young man almost skipped fasting after missing suhoor, but his family encouraged him, and he discovered that perseverance brought inner calm and joy. Allah reminds us in the Qur'an, "And we will surely test you with fear and hunger and a loss of wealth and lives and fruits, but give good tidings to the patient." 2:1-55. Day 1 is not the measure of your success. It is a training ground for patience and resilience. Every challenge you overcome strengthens your heart, and every moment of frustration is an opportunity to turn back to Allah with sincerity. Remember, your struggle is not failure, it is refinement. Even a small victory over impatience on the first day sets the tone for a month of spiritual growth. Turn struggle into growth. Your patience today builds your strength for all of Ramadan. What challenges do you face on day 1 of Ramadan, and how do you overcome them? Comment your experience. Your story may encourage someone else struggling today. Ramadan 2026 is here, and it is not a checklist. It is a journey of the heart. If you avoid these 5 common mistakes, starting without intention, competing with others, ignoring charity, neglecting reflection, and losing hope, you can experience a Ramadan in a way that nourishes your soul, mind, and community.
Across the world, countless Muslims are embracing these lessons. Families in Istanbul sit together after iftar to discuss the day's lessons. Young adults in New York fast quietly at home, focusing on prayer rather than social comparison.